Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Twaha, the chairman senior for class of 2025 that has been dubbed the Eminent Sovereigns. I am here not only to represent our class, but also the pillars that have enabled us to be here today. I would like to do something that's quite abnormal by appreciating not just the dean, the administrators, but the cooks, Uncle Luwa, the people who work at the canteens, Aunt Sophie and Aunt Farida, and the compound workers, such as Mr. Kalyango. I am not doing this just because I want to be different. In fact, it should not be aberrant in appreciation speeches to appreciate those who enabled us to reach where we have reached. Because very many of us forget those who helped us to reach the top once we arrive. The top that I'm talking about right now is that our class is the first class in about 5 years to reach the day of briefing with all of our students still with us. In the previous years, at least 6 or maybe 2 or 3 students were punished to be commuting from their homes or from Chibibi to do their UNEB examinations. I know that to a random stranger it's nothing new, nothing special, but to a candidate, this disrupts our thinking. It makes a candidate unable to perform to their full capacity. So in addition to all those that I have thanked, I would also like to thank the Almighty Allah, because nothing is possible without Allah. You might be asking yourself, why am I thanking the Dean? What did he do differently? Well, the Dean instituted a before 5 session. These before 5 sessions were early morning sessions that many of us didn't want to attend. To this date, all of us are thankful that he made these discussions to be readily useful to us, because he got students from different streams. By the way, our stream structure is from the best to the one at the bottom. X, Y1, Y2, West 1, West 2, and West 3. These streams aren't just classes where people sit. These are our friends who we have been with. These are our best comrades. So the Dean did something new and made us to sit with people from different streams. People who we didn't know, because I met 2 people in my group personally who I had never seen before. So the Dean did something that was quite revolutionary, because it not only helped the students at the top to communicate with the students at the bottom, but it enabled us to make new friends. Because among the core values of our Dean is discipline and time management. So as in the previous years, students were punished with sticks, suspensions, and expulsions. For us, we didn't have these. Instead, the Dean used a smart way of counseling one-on-one. To be exact, coupling is a very well-known issue among school children. But our year is the only year which I've been here and the students were not punished for coupling. This is because our Dean sat down one-on-one with every student who was suspected of coupling. There were other measures, though due to the time capacity, I cannot explain in detail. This means that our DOS, Mr. Atkunda Herbert, also helped us. Our sheikhs, Sheikh Sebanja, Sheikh Akungulu Jr. and Sheikh Akungulu Sr. also contributed to this discipline. Though, as I have said earlier, I will not go into details. So right now, all that is required of us is results. We as candidates all over the country know that our parents worked hard. Some of us, our parents are not educated, but they work hard day in, day out to enable us to achieve what they could not. This is really just a statement, because only the person who has seen one who does not have money and one who has money knows how hard it is to spend on somebody else. So I will not adumbrate names because it is quite unnecessary, but I will appreciate all our parents and guardians for what they have done. I would like to conclude by appreciating one student, Chiweru Abdul-Jabbar. He is not very much known among the students, but why I would like to appreciate him is because he started a charity organization. At the beginning of the year, many of us were depressed. He was among those because he had just lost his dad some time back. Instead of being gloomy, he decided to work hard and start an organization that helps the orphans, Ilham Charity Organization. So I will not be here to advertise for the organization, but he would like to pass on a message of, if you have, help those who don't. Our briefing day has been very special. Not just because we used expensive equipment, or we wore expensive attires, or that we had a guest of honor who had a jaw-dropping appearance. No. It was outstanding because our dean worked tirelessly, so did the administrators and all those involved, because they started very early and finished late in the night, the preparations for today. And they woke up very early to start again until it was perfect, down to the last minute detail. But this isn't why it's special. Our dean prepared to give gifts to the most disciplined students and the most hardworking students. But as he was preparing to do so, we also prepared and surprised him with 3 items: a new washing machine, a rice cooker, and something I will leave out under the issue of privacy. I know that to some these are nothing. Actually, not to some, to very many people who know the value of money. But to us, it was something that we all contributed to show our dean how much he really means to us. So that whenever his clothes are washed, he thinks about the 453 students who he helped to begin their careers. Because at senior 4 is when you determine whether to branch off, whether to go for further education. Very many students don't get that chance because they get pregnant or their parents can't afford the fees anymore. But our dean worked hard so that even where he could help economically, he did his best. So thank you, Sheiba Saliza Dauda, for all your contributions to our success. I remain Senyondo Twaha, the chairperson, Senior 4 class of 2025, the Eminent Sovereigns.